You're tuned in to The Fighter's Voice on AM 1680, The Answer. Voiceography at its finest. And now, here's your host, Richard Ortiz.
Yes, we're back here in the studio with promoter Rick Mirigian. This part of the show is called The Breakdown, and we're going to talk about some upcoming fights. I'm going to get the professional feedback from yours truly, myself, and promoter Rick Mirigian. I'm going to throw some names at him, some dream fights at him, and we're going to put him on the hot seat. I want him to break it down. March 18th, Triple G, Daniel Jacobs. I think it's going to be a little closer than expected. What's your take on it, sir?
Daniel who?
Jacobs.
Oh, I can't remember any of these guys Triple G is fighting right now. He's just running through everybody. So ask me when he fights somebody that he should be fighting, then I'll answer this question. But right now, he may fight you next. I mean, that's the same thing for me. They got to give him what he deserves at this point.
You know, this is the third time Rick has mentioned me fighting, twice tonight. One time at a face-off with Lopez and Madera. I think he wants to promote me to fight somebody. I'll give you my boss's name, and let's put this thing together, okay?
That sounds good.
That would be awesome.
April 22nd, Pacman versus Jeff Horn. Who is that? You know what I mean? What's your take on that? Exactly. What's your take on that fight?
My first take is that's not the fight yet. That fight's not signed. That's not out. That's the, projected opponent. But this is boxing, so at any given moment you could see another opponent. So that fight's not made yet. But if he did fight Jeff Horn, what do I think? I think Manny easily wins, of course, and I think that they capitalize on a very large Australian fan base and television base, and they make a bunch of money, and they wait for Floyd to get done goofing off with McGregor, and they go at it again.
Well, you know what? One fight that really hasn't been made yet, and I wait for it, and that's Bam Bam Rios and Victor Ortiz. What's your take on that if it does happen?
I mean, I'll wait for that till they're in the rest home and they got two wheelchairs and they're ready to fight. I'll still watch it and pay for it. There's real bad blood there. Yeah. It's a fight that everyone wants to see, including me. But I think Brandon demolishes him, to be honest. Victor's lost his edge. In my opinion, he's lost his edge. He's danced it off on, from TV shows to acting engagements. I don't think his heart's with boxing. I just think his bills have been with boxing. So he stepped in and did what he had to make a few bucks. But in my opinion, Brandon runs through him.
Let's talk about this one right here. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this one. May 6th, Canelo Alvarez, Julio Cesar, Chavez Jr. What's your take on this?
I think that's probably the greatest Mexican fight in the past couple of decades.
Wow,
in the most technological age that a fight could exist, from social media to television platforms. I think it's going to be the highest watched, highest rated fight that we've seen in break numbers that even people projecting now, didn't see coming. Now, that's not the same as who I think is going to win the fight, but that's my take on the fight overall. I think it's an unbelievable fight.
Well, I'm pulling for Chavez Jr. I don't know if he's going to make weight. There's actually a Vegas wage on there if he'll make weight or not, depending on how he takes the weight off, because he's now, I believe, a natural 168-pounder, maybe a light heavy, but I'll be pulling for Jr. And but man, this Alvarez kid just hits like a bull.
Chavez Jr. definitely has a chance in this fight. Look, he's representing his country on this fight, so he's going to make weight. He's got an entire country behind him, a heritage. Those other fights, I don't want to say they weren't as serious or significant, but they don't come close to what's at stake for him in this fight. Canelo obviously is the favorite. He's my favorite. I think Canelo has the edge, but I definitely think that Chavez Jr. is going to leave every ounce of pride, skill, and heart in the ring on this fight.
I agree. Okay, now here's a dream match. This is the dream match. Fill in the blank. Jose Ramirez versus who? Fill in the blank. This is the dream match.
Terrence Crawford.
I like that. Ranked number 9 in the WBC, Mr. Ramirez, and he's climbing. Now, this part, I'm going to mention their name, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind when I mention their name. Andy Benson's.
The hard road.
Daniel Valdivia.
The pride of Tulare.
Kilo Madera.
Will fight anybody at any time, at any place, and just doesn't give up.
Saul Lomas.
the first real prospect that came out of the Central Valley, the first boxer that had a chance to, go to the next level.
Brian Lua.
The X factor. Brian's my X factor when I see him. Brian has so much potential. He has he's unbelievably strong and talented. It's just a matter if he can get disciplined enough and stay on track and let his potential materialize. He definitely could be a special one.
Richard Ortiz.
Relentless. definitely relentless, and a fighter himself. He's fought through quite a bit of adversity, and keeps a smile on his face. That's something that I can't do, and 99 out of 100 people can't.
Jose Ramirez.
Destiny, the chosen one. I think Jose is meant to do a number of things in his lifetime, and boxing becomes a forum to get there. He's already shown he's an activist and shown he cares about his community and the roots that are here. He's put a lot of time in Sacramento to help with water issues, and I just think that boxing is going to be how he achieves so much more in life, that it's just meant to be.
Rick Mirigian.
Tired.
Tired of counting it. Tired of grinding.
And
tired
with that, we'll sound the bell. He's out of there. No,
yes, exactly. Hey, I know you don't just put your hat into the boxing aspect. Any MMA events in the future as far as promotion?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of looking at doing one at the Save Mart Center with big company, one of the two biggest names. It's piqued my curiosity again. I've kind of missed it, to be honest with you. I see a lot of opportunity with what's came to Fresno recently. Some of the fighters, they just need that extra promotion, that extra marketing, and but definitely you may see me get involved in one show this year.
Hey, you heard it here at The Fighter's Voice. You heard it here first, matter of fact. 1680 AM, The Fighter's Voice in collaboration with The Answer. We're going to come back with Mr. Slick Rick, the promoter, after this commercial break. Stay tuned.